Do you guys want to know what the best 5-star character is in Reverse 99 currently at the moment? Well, I'm going to show you that today, and I'm going to show you what you should be doing with them and why you need to have this character. Okay, so we're in game. First things first though, before we begin, consider subscribing to the channel. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers now, and it'd be really help me out if those of you who enjoy my content would like to subscribe, because it helps a lot. So anyways, let's just jump straight into things. The character in question is going to be 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿. This character is ridiculously good. Like, a little bit too good, if I'm being completely honest with you. And if you have the character and you're not building them, honestly, I don't know what you're doing, because you should be. So, for context, what this character essentially is they're a debuff burst damage character that is very strong, and the reason why is they essentially do a really good amount of reality damage reduction. Sorry, reality defense drop on the enemies. And they're just overall just a really good character that can also do a surprising amount of good damage on the side. What do they do? Let's just go over their skills and their kit, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of gameplay, and then we're going to jump over to Prior and I'm going to explain the information in a bit more detail. So, first things first, this is really good. On her ultimate, she does a decent amount of damage, but she also inflicts Seal for 3 rounds, and if the target is immune to Seal, they remove 2 Moxie, which are the alt charges from the target instead. What does Seal do? Well, Seal basically just makes it so they cannot use their ultimate for 3 turns, which is nuts. And even if they are immune, you're going to take off 2 of their Moxie. Now, this is also really good if you want to, say, for example, run Millennia. Now, the one disadvantage, obviously, these two, they're not the best synergy because on her debuff skill, she reduces the reality damage, so you're not getting the benefit from that. But if you wanted to, say, for example, this would be a very niche kind of thing, set up a team where you're stealing Moxie on Millennia and then also sealing off ultimates or stealing Moxie on 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿, this could potentially be really strong setup, but that's a lot more of a niche kind of thing. But the main thing you're going to want to do is chuck her onto a team that does reality damage, and the reason being is basically this. All at level 3, for example, mass debuff, all enemies suffer reality defense drop by 25% and damage taken plus 25% lasts for 3 rounds, meaning they lose 25% defense reality damage and take 25% more overall damage, 2 separate effects, which is really strong, and this lasts for 3 rounds, and the fact that it happens to all enemies is kind of insane. And on her attack, she is also very good. So she deals mass attacks, so she just deals damage to 2 enemies, and if the target has stats down, next status, or control, this attack deals 75% more reality damage. So essentially, if they have any form of just basically a debuff, she just does 75% more damage on this attack straight up, which is actually kind of nuts. Like, that's really good. So she can do a lot of damage here. She has a lot of damage on her ultimate plus Seal. And then she also gets damage reduction debuffs, which is also kind of nuts. And then if you go to reverse flow as well, when you get her to Insight 3, when the caster is attacked by an enemy in stats down, negs, or control, damage taken is increased. And then she deals more damage to Insight 1. She just can actually do a surprising amount of damage on her own, and in addition to that, also buff your other characters' damage that do reality damage. Now, I don't have the best light cone set up for her. I'm looking into building a better light cone, but let's take, sorry, not light cone, sorry, I'm getting confused with Star Rail again, Sight Cubes. Let's take a look at the fragment shop. So I believe her best in slot is Brave New World, so if you want to pick up a copy of Brave New World for her, it's going to be pretty useful for her overall, and has good stats and what she kind of wants. Now, as for teams, her best team, for example, in my opinion, is going to be things that run with stuff like Ilya, who do really high single target or AoE reality damage. So I'm using 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿 on my Ilya team at the moment, just because look at this, she does 775% reality damage. And that's before the fact that you unlock her 100% crit at Insight 3. So you combine her with a 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿, and you're just going to be doing insane levels of damage. So some other examples of characters that would be very good with her are going to be things like A Knight is going to be a really good choice combination with him, just because he does really good reality damage scaling. It plus increases Moxie for himself at different levels, so this is also a really good choice for 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝙁. Eternity is another really good choice if you got Eternity on your beginner rolls. Yet again, just a really good support for her, and exactly the same thing with Centurion if you got her too. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is everyone has gotten either a copy of one of those beginning characters. For half of them, 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝙁 is insanely good for. And overall, she's just one of the best, probably the single best reality support in the game, character in the game, in my opinion, at the moment. There are other options for support characters, but the fact that she's a 5-star and she's better than probably 99% of the other, like, 6-star supports, she's just insanely good. There's no reason if you're running a reality team not to run her. Like, the other option would be like N Lee, but like even then, like some of the stuff you get out of the debuff, like just having this alone is really, really good. Plus the fact that she also gets Seal, which is insane. And then the fact that she also does good damage as well. She's just like a really good character. And if you get her portrayers, her ultimate ends up doing like insane amounts of damage as well, which is actually kind of nuts. Like it goes from 550% all the way up to 800% at maximum level. And because she's a 5-star, this is going to be a lot more of an attainable thing as well, which is like if you get a banner with her on it and then like a 6-star that you want, this is not necessarily all that hard to get, because when you go to the summons, you're getting where are we? How do we check this again? Details. So you're not guaranteeing a 5-star. Actually, I'm wrong about this. You get a 4-star or higher guaranteed, but your chances of pulling a 5-star are not bad. It's 8.5%, which is pretty good. So on this guarantee, like on each individual roll, like single pull on this, you're guaranteed to, well, not guaranteed, sorry, you have an 8.5% chance of getting a 5-star, which is not bad, and you can get at least a 4-star. So like getting like Beacon from one of those things, getting to Portray 5, it's going to take you a while, maybe. It might take you a few banners that have her on it, but eventually getting her to P5 is not the most unobtainable thing in the world. Alright, let's show a bit of gameplay now, because I kind of want to show this off. I'm just going to jump into the event. Let's use this as an opportunity to show the case this. And I'm going to do the final boss of this stage. So I'm actually going to turn off my auto. So this is, we're going to swap those around. I don't know why we've got like that set up. All right. So, so technically I should be running a healer here. I'm going to do this for the sake. I was not running a healer because I didn't really feel the need to. For this fight, actually, I'm probably going to run Voyager, because I can clear this fight easily without a healer, so I think I'm going to try this setup. But just to kind of show you an example of like the insane shit that she can do. Alright, so I'm going to set up a debuff, a counter, and we're going to do, just merge these two for the first round. And you're going to see like what kind of insane damage she can do. She's kind of nuts. And just her overall just combination with Lilia is just insane. So you're going to see how strong she is in a bit. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop that one there, that one, and then the Lilia single target, and just gonna watch what kind of damages they're gonna do. Like, look, this is just from her on her own, and this is like a 2-target AoE, which is kind of nuts. Alright, so we're gonna use I'm gonna use a 2-star debuff card, and then I'm gonna use her ultimate, and actually I might pop, what does this one do again? And I'm going to apply the confusion. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop one of these. We're going to drag this here. We're going to use debuff, and then ultimate. And this is going to do quite a bit of damage, as you're about to see. And this is, yet again, also really good because she has Seal on her ultimate. So I'm going to be stopping the boss from using their ultimate here. That did a very large portion of the boss's health bar. And keep in mind, that wasn't even a crit either. Alrighty, so let's start building up Ilia's ultimate so I can kind of showcase what I'm talking about in terms of combination damage. I think we're going to kill this thing before we get a chance, though. I understand I'm not being optimal in this fight either. I'm just trying to showcase a few things. But overall, she's just an insanely strong support character, which is nuts. The fact that she's like a 5-star too. Alright, so we're going to do the debuff, we're going to do AoE, and then last Ilia point, which should get us most of the way we need. Because I kind of want to show you guys these damage numbers for this. Okay, so actually I should have probably tried to build a 3-star debuff. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to pop one of these. We're going to grab a 2-star debuff. And then we're going to do AoE and then like single target. And you're going to see this is going to do, assuming the Lilia crits here, this is potentially going to do a lot of damage. Okay, she didn't crit. Okay, that's annoying. I kind of want to show the crit numbers off, but like, yeah, she can hit upwards of like 15, 16k at Insight 2 level 50, which is nuts when she crits. And then when getting obviously the Insight 3, she gets 100% crit rate. So just these characters together, or just these two, sorry, are really, really strong. And overall, she's just an insanely good character, like way too good. Anyways, I don't need to clear this again because I don't want to waste my stamina for this. But you guys kind of get the point. You kind of get what it's like. It's insanely good character, and if you have her, you should be using her. If you don't have her, you need to try and get her in a future banner. She's just insane. Anyways, guys, that's going to be all for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to channels new, and yet again, please subscribe because you can help me to get to 1,000 subscribers, which will be awesome. Anyways, guys, hopefully you found the video helpful. Bye.
After all, Elio didn't put it in the script. Why would it matter?
Bon.